Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Knuckles Chaotix. I love Vector's face when he runs, and he looks at the camera, it's just so funny. It's a shame that this game, I really don't understand why they haven't, re-released this game. I mean, when they've released, so many... they've released so many different collections, game collections for Sonic. They released, Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube, which I have, Sonic Gems Collection. And Sonic Gems Collection has some obscure games on it. It has the Game Gear games on it, which are actually really interesting, and they're actually good games. I always find it such a shame that the main of the older Sonic games, a lot of the Game Gear titles have pretty much been all but forgotten about. Oh, I'm just gonna throw Knuckles into that thing. Sorry, Knuckles. It's a shame that pretty much all of the original Game Gear, a lot of the older Sonic games have been completely forgotten about. Because pretty much, the only Sonic games that are remembered of the old ones are, the original, Sonic 1, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. All the rest of them are pretty much after being lost to the mists of time. Well, in the minds of people anyway. And, it seems to me the Sonic games that are most remembered, unfortunately... Oh, my stuck. Get out of here. Get out of there, Knuckles. That call back button can actually be far more useful than you might at first think, just for getting you out of situations like that. I think it's a real shame that the Sonic games that are most remembered are the worst ones, just for all of the wrong reasons. When you think of what are the bad Sonic games that there are, there's well, in my opinion, in my opinion, the only Sonic games you could really call bad are what was I gonna say? Sonic 06, obviously. Sonic Unleashed as well, to be honest. Sonic Unleashed is just pretty annoying. It just takes ages, to do anything in that game. Get down here, Knuckles. Stop cramping my style. I'm trying to be invincible here. There we go. Sorry, Knuckles, you actually helped me there. This music is actually really chill as well. Compared to, your usual kind of, invincibility music. This is actually really kind of, chilled out. It's kind of crazy, but, the chords that they use are really just kind of, fluffy kind of chords, if you know what I mean. Oh, that's where I have to go up there. Oh, well. But yeah, Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed is pretty much annoying to play as well. When I played Sonic Unleashed, I just remember it was actually okay, but it was just, no fun to play. And the loading times just because I have it on the PS2, I'm not sure if it's better if you have it on the Wii, but I have it on the PS2, and the loading times are absolutely obscene, and just the sheer number of loading screens is obscene, and it just makes for a game that's just really not fun to play. So Sonic Unleashed is bad. The other ones, Sonic and the Black Knight and all those kind of things, also not that great. Then Sonic Lost World I have played, isn't very good either. Sonic Boom, I don't think we really have to go there. But then when you think of that, I mean, when you think of all the good Sonic games that there are, even newer Sonic games, Sonic Generations is a really good game in my opinion. Sonic Colors is really good in my opinion. As far as I'm concerned, Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations are just as good as Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, which are also considered good games. There's nothing wrong with them, certainly, and they do have certain charm. Especially I'm biased, seeing as they're... No, get out of there. Especially since I'm biased as they're on the Dreamcast. I mean, how could you not like them? And then you think of obviously then you get into the classic era where obviously, I mean, no one's going to argue that Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles are good games. But then you have all of these, but everyone knows that. But what I'm trying to say is that there are so many good Sonic games that it seems nobody even talks about. Sonic 3D is, in my opinion, a really good game. and like it seems to be like one of the more forgotten Sega Mega Drive Sonic games. Obviously this, I mean, no, you can't argue that this is an enjoyable game to play as well, and it really has its own charm. Sonic CD, I suppose, is very well known. Like as Sonic games go, it is one of the more well known, and it does belong to those original ones as well. But then, like, what about Sonic Advance? Like, there's Sonic Advance as well as a really good game. People call Sonic 4 bad. I don't think Sonic 4 is that bad at all. And I actually did get to play it again recently because my Windows laptop is actually up and running. I got one, and it is so powerful. It is unbelievable. It runs games just as well as my MacBook Pro does. Unfortunately, it's Windows, which I'm not the biggest fan of how irritating Windows is as far as like everything else is concerned. But I kind of need it. No, let me go. Where are all my rings? Oh no. But I need it to be able to play the games I want to play. So I have played Sonic 4 again. So it isn't just like false memory syndrome. It is actually a really good game. And I don't think it deserves a lot of like the bad rap that it gets. Then there's like Sonic Advance, as I say, is Sonic Advance 1 and 2, really good games. Sonic Rush is good as well. And then there's like the original Game Gear games as well, like there were Sonic the Hedgehog games on that as well, like Tails' Adventure and stuff. That's actually really different too, like this, it's like a really different style. And here is the boss. Let's see how we get on with this one. I'll try not to be such an ultramaroon. No, can you please not do that? Oh, now I remember this. Now I remember this. This is actually a really like unusual boss. It actually reminds me of playing like Sonic Spinball, but it's like how like I never know like what way I'm supposed to like. Oh, I can call him back to me. I didn't know that. I didn't know I could call him back to me. I don't think they meant to like leave that in the game. Can we just like stay over here and like not have him like I'm like dead though, like if I get hit like one more time, there's obviously like some control that I'm... Oh, it's because I'm like holding B down or holding down, and I shouldn't be. There's obviously some like control thing. Well, like at least like now that Knuckles is gone, he won't be able to pretty much do anything to me, will he? Well, no, he was still electric, you ultramaroon. He was still electric, you dummy. I would have been fine if I had like just kept... If I had just waited until he wasn't electric anymore. Oh well. That's another level where I'll just have to go straight up to the boss. Where I'll just like cut out the level and go straight to the boss. Well, that's a funny thing, like, I mean, like, it's... That's a funny thing about the level selection being random. Here we are, we're like progressing here now as well. Maybe not 8 parts, because this is like, what, part 7? Because I'll do like the final boss, like it'll be all of a video all in and of itself. But maybe like 10 parts, 8 to 10 parts, it's not going to be that long. I love the music here, it's just a really enjoyable stage to play. And then like there's all like the characters that get forgotten as well. Like as regards like this game, like Mighty Armadillo, who I never mentioned the last time, he actually is in one other game, now that I'm talking about characters that aren't really ever talked about or that are completely neglected or forgotten about. Like there's not only like Mighty Armadillo, there's like Ray the Flying Squirrel as well, who... Yeah, no, this is the game that this is the level that I was thinking of. Remember when I was talking about like there's like something that shoots at you? It's like that thing. It's that stupid thing. Until you defeat it. That's what I was thinking of, but it isn't actually that pink thing. I was getting confused. Oh, please. Oh, there's another one of them here somewhere. Oh, great. I don't think I meant to do that, but I don't think it did much harm. You can't really get lost in this game. The only thing that once you keep going in one direction or another, you'll pretty much be fine. You can't really make too much of a mistake. But yeah, there's like Ray the Flying Squirrel as well. There's like and he was in the arcade Sonic the Hedgehog game, because there was like an arcade Sonic the Hedgehog game as well, and Mighty Armadillo was in that, like as like a playable character himself, and like himself and Ray the Flying Squirrel. What is like? There's like oh, that was just an email. There we go. To be honest, I don't really know how to control for that boss that I just fought there in Botanic Base. It's really confusing. But I don't think that would be like a really bad strategy. Like the fact that that strategy that I was employing where you actually get Knuckles killed. Well, can you kill him, please? Can we maybe try killing this thing? Instead of just like letting it shoot things at us ad nauseum. Thank you. Like I don't think that would be like that bad a strategy, just letting Knuckles get killed and then just using Vector to just shank him from below. But yeah, so like Ray the Flying Squirrel and Mighty Armadillo were in that. They're like, you never see them ever again. The Chaotix characters, like the other ones, like SBO and Vector and Charmy, were lucky to be able to be in any other games. Like the way that they were in this, they were in like, oh my god, we're like really progressing here. We're on like the boss levels of all of them except this one. Like the Chaotix boys are lucky that they're in Sonic Heroes and Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors and stuff. Well, in the DS version of Sonic Colors anyway. You have like what's his name? The Weasel, what's his name again from like the Game Gear game? Is it Fang? Is he Fang the Weasel? I think that's his name. Oh, here. Well, I'm skipping this level. I'll see you back at the end of the level for the boss. Okay, guys, here we are. We're at the boss again. That only took like 2 minutes, so... That's the thing, I mean, there are like lots of stages, and you do have to replay the stage, but at least the stages are fun, and... Oh. At least the stages are fun, so, and they're short as well, so you're not going to really... You're going to enjoy playing them is the main thing. I'm actually deciding to like not try and like not to try and like describe like what I'm actually doing here is going to be really difficult, because like I don't even know why it's not damaging me there. Like, oh, now it would. There we go. I'm not even going to like try and describe how I'm controlling this. I actually don't think I could like describe like myself. No, don't do that. There, hit him now. I don't think I could even like describe myself like what I'm doing. No. Now hit him. There we go. Not that. Not too bad, right? I don't think I could even describe what I was doing there to myself, but it made sense. Kind of like the controls for everything else in this game. Knuckles looks so sad after we beat the boss. Like I love how everyone else is on like motion when they're waiting motion when you haven't moved in a long time. It's like so happy, like Vector's dancing and Mighty like spins the ring around in his finger, and Knuckles is just sitting there looking tired, like, why do I have to be with these guys? Why do I have to put up with these clowns? Like, that's what he's thinking, that's what it looks like. Well, it's nighttime again, and we've beaten our first level, and like in the next part we're just going to end up beating all the rest of them, to be honest, because we can like skip this level when we're playing through it, go straight to the boss, and then the other 3. Well, no, it might be like 2 more videos, I don't know. Anyway, thanks a million for watching this part of Let's Play Knuckles Chaotix. We'll leave like embarrassing dancing Vector here on the screen to finish off, and Knuckles being embarrassed by him. So yeah, thanks for watching this part. See you next time on Knuckles Chaotix. Bye now.